We've all heard dog is human's best friend, but have you thought about what does your dog know about you? When he looks you in the eyes, sometimes it feels like he's looking into your soul. Or is it? In this video, we're going to decode what exactly does your dog knows about you that maybe even you don't notice, and we are starting right now. Dog knows when you're sick. We all know that dog has an incredible sense of smell. With training, dogs can sniff out bombs, drugs, pursue suspects, or find dead bodies. When we are sick, our body produces slightly different scent compared to when we are healthy. While it is almost impossible for another human being to tell whether you're sick or not solely by your scent, your dog can tell whether you smell different when you're sick. There are researchers about training dogs to detect specific type of cancer by smelling a sick patient's breath, and the accuracy is over 98%. But of course, most dogs are not trained to detect any specific disease. So although he might be able to tell there is something wrong with you, you will still need to go to a doctor for the diagnosis. Dog knows when you're sad. If you have a dog yourself, you probably know this is true. Somehow your dog can tell whether you are sad or happy, and he will adjust his behavior to accommodate you. I remember whenever I get upset, Jimmy will seem very genuinely concerned and keeps looking at me. He will also stay close to me as if he's trying to provide me comfort. Those are the moments that really make owning a dog so worth it. There are studies conducted to prove this theory by testing the reaction of dogs observing humans that were crying, humming, and talking. The results show that dogs were most likely to approach the people that were crying. One of the researchers said, the fact that the dog differentiated between crying and humming indicates that their responses to crying was not purely driven by curiosity. Rather, because crying carried greater emotional meaning for the dogs and provoked a stronger overall response than humming or talking. Our favorite creatures really do comfort us when we need them the most. Give him a hug if you are watching, and tell him you love him too, to let him know. Dog knows when you are scared or in danger. Similar to their ability to know when you are sad, another amazing skill that your dog possesses is his ability to sense fear and whether you need protection. When we are frightened, our body produces adrenaline, and the powerful nose of our dog is able to smell it. In addition, when we are afraid, our body movement change. The body contracts and prepares to run or defend itself. Although not instinctively obvious to human eyes, your dog will instantly notice if you're scared by noticing your different body scent, facial expression, and your sudden change in motion. When I was a kid, we had a dog in the family, and I remember my dog jumps when hearing my mom scream when she saw a cockroach on the wall. Your dog can certainly tell whether you're scared or in danger simply by observing you. Dog knows who is the bad guy. Many of us believe our dog is the best indicator to detect good people from bad people. And I have a real-life example with Jimmy. that up till today I still don't know how he knows who's the bad guy. We went for a hike together as usual. During the hike, we usually encounter other hikers, and Jimmy was always curious and friendly towards other humans and dogs. There was this one middle-aged guy, alone, that seemed a bit off. His steps was not steady, and he seemed jumped, and just wandering along in the woods. Jimmy immediately gets tense when he sees the guy, and was even growling a little bit. Because of Jimmy's reaction, I decided to be as far away from the guy as possible. When I passed him, I saw he had a knife in his hand. I don't know why he had a knife. All I know is that I need to get going and be as far away from him as possible. I don't know whether Jimmy saw the knife, or maybe Jimmy can just sense that something is off from this guy. Dog knows who is the bad guy or suspicious guy, even if they look normal. Their body language, and more importantly, their energy will be different than a genuinely good person. And your dog knows instinctively who is the good guy or the bad guy. Isn't that amazing? They know your intentions. Your dog knows what you're going to do before you do it, especially for things he doesn't like. For my own experience, Jimmy hates ear cleaning because I need to put ears cleaning solution into his ears. Every time, even before I reach for the bottle, Jimmy will run far away from me because he knows ear cleaning is coming now that I'm reaching for the bottle. Same example goes to shower and nail clipping as well. Even when you're packing for long trips, you will notice your dog instinctively looks sad because somehow he knows that you are leaving without you telling him anything. But how do they know your intention before you even started yet? Your dog is able to perceive even the most imperceptible signal of your body and facial language, therefore can anticipate your movements. Dogs are humans' best observer, and nothing can hide under their keen nose and eyes. Dogs are grateful if you treat them right. We all heard that dogs are humans' best friend. Dogs have been hunting and live with humans since hundreds and thousands of years ago, and have developed a strong bond with humans over the years. From my own experience, owning and raising a Shiba Inu dog, Jimmy easily outperformed most human beings I've ever encountered throughout my life. Your relationship with your dog is simple and one of the purest form. You treat him well, and he will be grateful for you for the rest of his life. There is no game involved, just simple mutual dependent relationship where you both take care of each other's for different aspects of life. So treasure the furry friend you have while he's around, and give him the best life you can possibly provide. Now, after learning all those things about dogs, maybe next time when you look at your fur friend, you have a different appreciation of them. I hope you learned something from this video. If you do, please do give me a thumb up and leave me a comment below to let me know. The best way to support the channel is to click on any of the videos that are listed on the screen, and I listed a few that you might be interested in. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all again soon.